Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a major update today with Elon Musk and President Trump that you don't want to miss. I am really excited to talk about today's video because I think it really paints a picture on the political landscape which is taking place right now and what's going on not only in America but also around the world. And in today's video, we're talking about what's going on in China. Donald Trump just went to China to meet with President Xi Jinping. And guess who was also there? Elon Musk. Elon Musk is sending his haters into a frenzy right now because obviously people celebrated when there was a bit of a feud between Elon Musk and President Trump. But now Elon Musk said, please forgive me. I think he actually did share a Bible verse about forgiveness and about how he really wronged Donald Trump. But Elon Musk, he's actually also making major donations now to the midterms. So, maybe not donations, but contributions. So we have a lot to discuss today. First and foremost, Elon Musk has thrown the left into a frenzy because he was holding his son, little X, on his shoulders for a group photo during President Trump's China state visit. How can you hate this? Take a listen, guys. This is Elon Musk here in China, and he's here posing for photos in China. And as you can see here, Marco Rubio is in China with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Even the founder and CEO of, or president of NVIDIA is there as well. Here's Elon Musk standing there in China. And here you can actually see the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, is also there as well. And they're meeting here with the leader, the Chinese Premier Li Qiang. And here's Donald Trump making a point to President Xi that he brought the top 30 business leaders in the world specifically for these talks, including Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, Zhezhen Huang, the founder of NVIDIA, Tim Cook, the founder of Apple, and more. He says, we asked the top 30 in the world. Every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second but the third of the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you, China. This is a major negotiating tactic that Donald Trump is doing with China and saying, hey, look, we're bringing the best of the best here. We're not messing around. We're taking this very seriously. We want to make business. And this is why we're seeing the economy thrive under Donald Trump. He is a businessman at the end of the day. We have to remember that.
Of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them. We asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business. And it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf. So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those of all of the great.
And here's actually Elon Musk talking about the U.S. meetings with China. He says, I have a good feeling about these talks. I think there will be a good result, is my guess. Let's take a listen to Elon, guys.
I have a good feeling about these talks. I think there will be good results, is my guess.
And as you can see, the NASDAQ is up over 1% today, which is already following being up over 12% in the past month. If you guys haven't started watching my investing tutorials yet, just check them out. They're totally free. I have part 1 and now part 2 uploaded down below. But let's take a look at this. Elon Musk just made a massive move that will change the political world forever. This comes from Benny Johnson, so let's tune in, guys.
In this video, you're going to understand why the left hates Elon Musk so much and why Elon has more bodyguards than Trump. That's true, by the way. Elon spends more money on private security than any man on earth, and that's because there are so many forces that want to murder him, and the reason why will become quite clear to you in just one moment. First off, the wholesome nature of Elon Musk and his beautiful family. I think he has something like 11 children. I envy the guy, although I'm having children with just one woman. I guess you could certainly hack the system there. Nonetheless, this is a great hack, having your adorable child, little X is his name, bopping around with President Trump on the way to Marine One. What a cool experience, Donald Trump and little X. Grandpa Trump is a very special Trump. Look at this. Come on. Just totally wholesome. As was Elon's time at the White House. They are.
X, are you okay? This is X, and he's a great guy, high IQ. He's a high IQ individual.
And he's got this, check out this cool chain he's got.
So thank you very much.
Little X wearing a chain to the White House. President Trump announcing that the special government employee moment for Elon Musk had come to a close. Very sad for us because we missed out on moments like this.
He's the only one that can do that. Get away with it.
Well, Mr. President, they say I wear a lot of hats. It's true. Even my hat has a hat.
Come on. That's like, God. Even my hat has a hat. Remember, at its best, Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the bromance of the century.
I just couldn't do it. I couldn't.
You really tried hard.
I couldn't find anyone smarter, right? So we had it for the country.
True.
But this is the thing.
We settled on this.
Well,
guy.
thanks for having me.
So
I'm just trying to be useful.
this is the interesting. This is where we are as a.
I'm just trying to be useful here. Just let them talk. People loved it. The two men really loved each other. Elon Musk posting that I love Donald Trump in a platonic way more than any man could love another man. And that showed because after a bit of a falling out, and let's just say it was rocky for a bit, we call that the dark ages. Around here, President Trump and Elon Musk reunited with Dana White. Of course, Dana White, the great uniter, and Charlie Kirk, the great uniter, at Charlie's funeral. I wish it was under brighter times and brighter circumstances, but Elon Musk told me something, actually, backstage at Charlie's funeral. He told me to, one, have millions more babies with my wife, and I only have one wife, so it'll be harder for me than Elon. But he also told me that President Trump is his president. He's proud of him, and that we will certainly, if we do not hang together, we will hang separately, which is what Elon Musk's friend David Sachs put out on social media. It is a quote from Benjamin Franklin about the American Revolution, when there were major fractions and breaking aparts of the various different colonies. Benjamin Franklin said, we must indeed hang together, or we will assuredly all hang separately. And many of the founders did, in fact, hang. Many of the people who started the American Revolution or began it or continued it did hang and gave their lives for this great country. The band is now back together. We were proud to report that Elon Musk is joining Donald Trump on his trip to China. The plane is off and away, and Elon Musk is heading to China with the president as he posts Bible verses. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Elon Musk quoting a Bible verse to many, many millions of people. This is what Chinese Twitter, by the way, is posting. Look at this. So in Chinese, these people passing by insisted on stopping me and sitting down to eat something together. It says Tim Cook and Elon Musk handing out a cigarette and Xi Jinping and Trump. So Chinese Twitter is loving it. And, well, Bloomberg is not. Get a load of this. Bloomberg, the billionaires behind the most expensive midterm election in history. Political committees have already raised $4.7 billion for the November contest. Ultra-wealthy donors look to shape the final 2 years of Trump's presidency. Oh, yeah, baby. Jeff Yass, the billionaire founder of a market-making firm, Susquehanna International Group, has been busy this election season giving more than $80 million to candidates. The donations put him behind only George Soros and Elon Musk, the biggest individual donor of the cycle, according to the data compiled by Bloomberg. While Soros and Musk gave primarily to their own super political action committees, Yass is one of the biggest donors to President Donald Trump's MAGA Inc. and has directly supported a wide variety of recipients. These range from his favorite causes, pro-school choice, individual freedom, and supporting Vivek. In Ohio, there's also been donations for unusual causes, including $600,000 for Aurora Action Network, which supports repealing ranked choice voting in Alaska. Nice. He has a net worth of $83 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, one of the players who's shaping up the most expensive election cycle in history. Here's why they want to get rid of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is, in fact, our George Soros. Just say it with me. It's important to say it because the reason why George Soros has become such a boogeyman on the left is because George Soros has, in fact, funded the entire left. It wouldn't exist in its current form without him. And that makes him particularly evil and duplicitous in the way that so many things that you hate about your country or about the way that open borders, migration, that's like the big thing that George Soros really, really wants. He wants all open borders. He wants to flood Western countries with third world criminal aliens. He wants to reduce Western civilization to nothing. He's a vengeful, evil person. He doesn't believe in God. And boy, he has a very, very nasty history. If you go back and check to what he was up to in World War II, he's on his deathbed. I mean, nobody's seen George Soros for a very long time. Nobody's even sure if he's alive. And you can see here that Elon Musk has, look at this, given almost as much as Soros. And what George Soros has done for the left is totally and completely remake and put blood into the bloodstream of the Democrat Party when it had none. It's kept the Democrat Party alive. And what Elon Musk is doing right now is the same thing for the Republican Party. And while George Soros is on his way out, because he's just, I think he's like in his 90s, 95, 90, 95, 96 years old. Yo, just is what it is. You know, we all have a expiration date. You can see here that there are a couple. So Elon Musk is right-wing Trump supporter. Jeff Yass, right-wing Trump supporter. Mark Andreessen is certainly center-right. Same with Ben Horowitz. Miriam Adelson as well, and Paul Singer. And so you're talking like some really strong money pouring into the Republican coffers. The GOP and his allied House and Senate super PACs, along with Trump's Political Action Committee, have amassed $900 million through the first quarter, 3.5 times, $265 million. That's 3.5 times the amount the Democrats have. Woo. And a huge portion of that is our George Soros. Not because he's evil, right? Or because he wants to help the Nazis during the Holocaust, which George Soros did. Read up on it. That happened. So evil. But because he wants to do the opposite, actually. I hate him for it. So Elon Musk has donated $84 million to Republicans in 2026. It sounds like he hasn't even gotten started yet. Here's what he says about his America PAC. Normally, PACs go somewhat dormant after a big election. America PAC is going to do the opposite and keep grinding, increasing Republican registrations in key districts around the country, preparation for special elections and midterms, and of course, play a significant role in primaries, says Elon Musk. Yo. So how's that going for him? Well, it's looking like a very good bet right now, actually. There's a 54% chance that Republicans keep the Senate, not take the Senate, morons. There's an 81% chance that Democrats take the House, but that number is waning by the day. And Republicans actually only have to win a few critical seats, and you're going to have a really, really bad time for Democrat. The math just doesn't work out. We'll see. Look at this. So they're saying that Senate control will remain with Republicans. House control slightly favors Democrats, but not on this map, actually. There's the crystal ball. Democrats 208, Republicans 211, with 16 toss-ups in the middle. Oh boy, that's going to be very interesting. Money well spent if you are fighting a demonic predator cult, right? Yeah. If the question is existential and it's about Western civilization and survival, and that's why we were thrilled that Elon Musk and Trump are back together, fighting together, And let's win.
Being mobbed by fans in China. They're swarming him left and right, begging for photos. He's hilariously making funny faces over and over. Classic Elon. Elon Musk is back, my friends. He's back hanging out with Donald Trump. Obviously, Elon Musk doesn't have an official role on the Trump government, but he's back, baby. He's back. So even if you hate Elon Musk, Donald Trump, I think, has forgiven him. It's like you forgive, but you don't forget. Like, Donald Trump's not an idiot. You know, he's not going to do a big deal with Elon or anything, I don't think. But at the same time, he can still be friends with him again. I think that's the power of forgiveness. Look at Elon posing for photos. He looks tired. The time difference is crazy too. But look at the lead. He's literally making funny faces. It's so funny, guys. He's like a celebrity. I mean, I would ask Elon for a photo too. Let's be real. Come on. He's a legend.
Rubio traveling with the president, the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, the Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, and Trade Rep Jamieson Greer. Rubio, of course, being the biggest surprise for everyone because he was sanctioned by China and banned back in 2020 for bringing up the Uyghur persecution. The president says the Iran conflict has changed the agenda by a lot.
Whoa, so I didn't know that Marco Rubio was basically banned from going to China. The fact that he's there, that's a big positive signal that Donald Trump must have worked out some deal in the back end with China saying like, hey, let's get Rubio able to come. You know, he's my Secretary of State. I want him to come. Can we move past this 2020 thing? So that's actually really cool. Whoa, this is really interesting. The CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, is there posing for photos with Elon. So this is interesting because they're basically competitors, but Trump's bringing them together. That's an iconic photo because typically you wouldn't have two big competitors in the room together. Because Apple and Tesla are both working on AI and all that stuff. Here's another one. This lady posing for a photo with Musk.
Hi, Mr. Musk. How do you further work with China?
Very happy with our progress in China. It's going very well.
What are your expectations for China-U.S. relations next?
I hope for the best. I hope China and the United States can work together for mutual prosperity of the world.
What would you like to say to the president tonight?
And I'm looking forward to meeting. We met once briefly. I look forward to meeting again.
How cool is that? I also love how like Elon Musk looks like he just got out of bed. And now he's like in this room being interviewed. Like this is the wealthiest man in the world. Yeah, I mean Elon Musk is really smart, and listen to what he said on Joe Rogan, guys.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
That's a fucked up thing to live with.
Yes. So I'm like, damn it.
Well, listen, I really hope they don't kill you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I strive to be alive.
Elon Musk was really exposing a lot of the corruption in the government too, and then he was exposing with what's going on in California and in America.
California is supermajority Dem, 70% Dem. A month ago, they passed a law making it illegal to show ID in any election in California. So a friend of mine went to vote in Palo Alto because he was like, "Is this for real?" He tried to show his ID, and they reacted like if you show a cross to a vampire. Okay, they're like, "No, we can't even look at that ID." It is illegal for them to even look at your ID if you want to present it in California.
Crazy.
It happened that the majority of the corruption wound up being on the Democrat side.
And then here's actually Elon Musk talking about Democrats here.
Almost everyone who is a criminal is a Democrat.
How did it happen that the majority of the corruption wound up being on the Democrat side?
Well, because the transfer payments, especially to illegals, are very much on the Democrat side.
So that's the root of it all, is the illegal situation.
Yes, I mean there's
or a focal point.
Yes, it's also like it would also be accurate to say that while obviously not everyone who's a Democrat is a criminal, almost everyone who is a criminal is a Democrat. because the Democrats are the soft on crime party. So if you're a criminal, who are you going to vote for?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
So it's like they get rewarded. Elon Musk is so smart. It's so interesting. But it's like Elon Musk is different. He actually, they stopped their podcast to allow Joe Rogan to shoot Elon Musk's bulletproof car with an arrow. Can you imagine just being like,
you might want to do it with a slight angle. You know what I mean?
Blew the arrow apart.
Yeah.
Flatten the tip of the arrow. Look at the tip of the broadhead. Oh, that's impressive.
Hey, cutie.
Thank you. Well, now we know. So we just shot an arrow into it, and it barely scratched it. Barely scratched it.
Yeah.
It was probably moving 275 feet a second. That was a 525 grain-ish arrow with, even more than that, because it had the 125 grain head, so that was 545 grains. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive. It just destroyed the broadhead. The broadhead flattened at the tip, and then the arrow blew apart.
Yeah.
so this was like a Halloween episode special?
At this point, I think I'm at the top of the list for a lot of homicidal maniacs.
And the more the mainstream media talks about you in this way,
Yes.
and says you're a Nazi, and
They're doing the same thing to me that they did to Trump,
yeah,
which is that they're making it sound like if you kill me, you're a hero. That's what they're doing is evil.
they're also doing the same thing where they're completely distorting who you are, and people are going along with it. And just like we're talking about Trump derangement syndrome, people have Elon derangement syndrome. I see it.
Yeah.
I see where people can't see the forest for the trees.
Right. And it's like I'm the same person that I was a year ago. Nothing's changed, really. Like I didn't suddenly become a completely different human.
Right.
But if you read the sort of legacy mainstream media, their propaganda stream is that I am a completely different human.
Right.
But I didn't get like a brain transplant, in a year. So, and if you say like 2 years ago, I was like a hero of the left.
Yeah.
So how can I go from hero to villain at age 53 suddenly?
MSNBC, CNN.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it is.
Yeah.
They use the
Associated
machine.
propaganda.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to demonize you too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. They're calling out the media now. And here's Trump and Elon.
Carolina, they had no communication. They were wiped out. Those people were, they had rivers in between. Land that never saw water, all of a sudden it was a river and a vicious, like rapids. People were dying all over. They had no communication. They said, Elon Musk? They didn't really know. I know him. I said, yeah. He said, could you get Starlink? It's like the first time I ever heard of it. I said, what's Starlink? A communication system. That's unbelievable.
I have it.
Yeah. And he said, I called him and I said, listen, they really need it. And he got like thousands of units of this communication And it saved a lot of lives. You got it immediately, and you can't get it. I mean, you have to wait a long time to get it.
That's the difference between the government sector and the private sector. You get things done fast, right?
I had nothing to do with it. These people have run the country. They spent money like nobody's ever spent. They were given $9 trillion to throw out the window. $9 trillion. And they spent it on the Green New scam, I call it. It's the greatest scam in the history of the country. One of them. We have a lot of them, I guess, but one of them. Dollar-wise, probably.
DEI and wokeism and transgenderism.
Well, that's all part of it, yeah.
And LGBTQ plus.
Yes.
By the way, not in America. Other countries, not here.
You know, the amazing thing is when you see, like, the teaching of DEI, $9 million. How do you spend $9 million to teach? No matter what it is, you could teach physics.
Totally.
You could go to MIT for a lot less.
Expensive.
Yeah, expensive. The teaching of
expensive,
DEI.
Yes.
How much do you believe, Elon, you've identified in waste, fraud, abuse, corruption now, and how much do you anticipate you will?
Sure. I think
1%. No, because it's so massive. You give it to upstate New York, and you give it to Manhattan, but you give it to 4 or 5 subsections. Same thing in California. Los Angeles is going to be a problem, but you're going to give it to places that run well. We can change education. Now, school choice is important, but that will get taken care of automatically. We want to bring education back to the states. You will spend half the number, and I'm not even doing this. I'm not even doing this to save, but you will save. It costs you much less money. You get a much better education. If you go to some of these states, you'll be the equivalent of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, places that really have a good school system. You'll have those places will be the equivalent, and your overall numbers will get so much better.
Do you want standards associated?
The only thing I want to do from Washington, D.C. is make sure they're teaching English, reading, writing,
math,
and
arithmetic. Science?
Okay, a little science.
Elon's like, I'm too smart for this conversation. Elon is a genius. I do think he's a modern day genius. He's a modern day legend. He's somebody who will go down in history as one of the most influential people in our world. And the fact that he's helping America right now, I think, is a no-brainer to really